Ye- is it Okay, yo guys, what's up? And welcome on this new face-to-face video with me. I want to talk about something what happened in my past. Um, it's about my you heard me talk a lot about my mental health in if you guys remember if you this it's gonna be a very hard video for me. But if you remember, my mental health was I think I said it in a video that I had a depression for a very long time, and I'm gonna talk about I'm gonna talk about it with you guys now. Um, it's very hard for me to talk about because not really know a lot of people know about me, but right now I'm very laugh. I laugh a lot. I make jokes a lot, but deep inside, I I know I can be in a very dark place for me. Maybe for you guys, if you hear what I went through my shit, it's gonna be a very sorry text messages. Okay, it's gonna be a very hard video for me to make. Whatever. Um, it's gonna be a very hard video for me to make in the first place. I went through a lot of shit. It's happened 10 years ago. Oh no, 10 years, maybe over. It's like a good a good 7 years ago. 2018, 2017, more 2017, 18. That's yeah, it's like 8 to 7 years ago. Um, yeah, I'm gonna tell the story about how it started, how it was in the middle. Some parts for me, I don't really know about it anymore because I put it inside of me, very deep down. Um, and how it helped me to get over it, to be more happy than I was back then. So how it started, very basically, I'm not gonna drop any names, but yeah, wow, it's very hard for me. Um, I'm not gonna drop any names, but I was a little bit screwed over, if you can. I was screwed over a lot. I was just living by myself. I was not. I was just 20 years old, just living by myself, working hard. Um, One day I came home, saw in the mail in my mailbox a lot of letters that was not that I never saw, from companies that I never saw, and they were all bills. Now I I discovered it was someone really close to me, because I'm not gonna say how they did it, but basically I was in debt a lot, not because of me, because of them, and yeah, then it started for me. I get a feeling that I was working for no reason at all, was coming by with 50 in my country. It's euro in Europe, so if with 50 euros a month, um, and then I paid only hers, only the side of the one that screwed me over, and not even my bills. Like I was so lost. I was so depressed. I was so anxious. I was really close to giving up. Um, Days went by. I'm not telling anybody. Of course, I'm a man. We ain't telling shit to someone. Um, it became worse and worse with the idea of me being alone. Never felt that way. um, uh, it was even to a point that I didn't even felt at home in my own home. So for me to experience that, it's basically saying I was giving up on me. Uh, Not that I had suicidal thoughts in any way, shape, or form, but I was doing some bad things, and I think you can really yeah, I have to do something with my hands because otherwise I'm getting too nervous. So okay, um, for me, the point was that I saw it was getting worse and worse. It was already too late actually. um, I found those letters in my mailbox. Didn't really know what to do about it. Paid it. I cannot even handle that shit. So went to one respectable human who did have troubles and not really have much money. I think you you can you can think about some things, but my way out, what I thought was a way out back then, was doing a lot, but I mean a lot of hard drugs. I mean, oh shit, why do I even make this shit? So I did a lot of hard drugs in that time. It started really mildly. Wait, I'm gonna. What the hell? It started really mildly with sometimes just some some marijuana, but just that didn't make me feel happy. It just made me so slow as fuck. If you can, if you know what it was. Then I started experimenting with even harder drugs, like ecstasy, like the horse. Can I just say it? Yeah, like like just some cocaine, um, ecstasy. Ketamine was my drugs of choice. LSD. Um, Basically everything in the book actually, like except for heroin and like crack and all that shit. Crack I never did, but no, I never did that. But yeah, it was really a dark place for me that I was not able to comprehend what's happening, what was happening with me. Wait, I'm still. mm, Okay. I was not even aware that it was getting worse and worse at that time. Um, to the point that I don't even remember the last month. I don't even remember it. But I know that I was looking for a way out, and the way out was for me drugs. But if I can tell you one thing, the drugs is never a way out. It's you wake up. Depends on the drugs you're on. You wake up days or a day later, and where you have the same shit. Only you forgot about it maybe 1 or 2 days. Ketamine getting wasn't getting out of hands for sure. I did like 2 to 3 grams each and every day. No, not each and every day, but my benders were like 2 to 3 grams of ketamine, or and it was getting to a point that the team was 4 to 5. Like it was really bad. To the it started with one day full on blasting, 1 day of sleep. The week 2 weeks after that was like 2 days blasting, 1 day of sleep, and it getting worse and worse. But at the end, what it was like, what did I remember even was like 5 days to 5 days blasting drugs and being awake for 5 days at a time and sleeping for 1 to 2 days. It was the most disgusting lifestyle I ever lived in my life. Um, what it was, the ketamine use was out of hand. I was doing the balloons, the nitrous oxides. I was breathing more than air. At the same time, I saw some shit with my trips that was not even comprehend. I remember a dream that I had. Basically, I was in beware. It's gonna be it's maybe gonna be dark, but I was dreaming that I was for hours straight, that I was killing myself in every single situation I felt the pain, but when I was in my dreams dead, it was another scenario. So basically, I was jumping out of a plane. Yeah, I was just jumping out of a plane. I was going to hit the ground, and then it was another suicide attempt. It was a dream. It was always a dream. I've never had suicidal thoughts, but it was the most fucked up dream I ever had in my life. I remember that so vividly that I was waking up and I slept for 5 to 6 hours then, and just blasting on drugs again just 5 minutes after that dream. Um, yeah, that was the darkest shit I ever. I think that's the darkest shit I can tell you. Like, I even had no idea. You have to remember, I had like $50. Did it all go to drugs? Possibly, but oh, excuse me. But it's always in my mind from how did I get the money for the drugs? But I never know that. And to this day, sometimes I think, wow, how did I get? But okay, this was the drugs use was getting out of hands, and I remember the time that I was playing CS:GO with even friends that didn't know at the time. Um, Basically, if they ask me, was I that friend? I can honestly sometimes say, yeah, you were that. I think there were two that I still have in Discord that I talk about, it, of maybe three. I don't know. Definitely one. Definitely one. I remember that one, but because he said something in the last thing I remember in the last day of the month that I don't remember, and I remember that's not vividly what he said, but I know what he that he can do that. That he can say something. Bon. Yeah. Um. So the drugs use was getting out of hands. I mean, I never thought in a million years I was doing that much drugs till I saw some some rappers. Because you have to remember I was living alone, having the worst breakouts in my life, screaming. My neighbors were asking the landlord to kick me out. That I fully understand what the fuck was that. Jesus Christ. I remember why I remember the last day more. I mean the last minutes of that day more is because of my dad. My dad came into my house, into my apartment, and found me playing CS:GO, high in the skies, um, and he was shocked. He was shocked. The police was there, fireman was there, the ambulance was there. Everybody was there, and it was so. That was the last snap that I remember, and then I know that my a friend of mine said something. I don't know what, but I know who it was, and they have no clue. They had no clue at all. Uh, um. So yeah, that was the the darkest moment of my life. I think everybody can relate to one point. I can relate to that. How do I get out of it? Actually, the most basic way possible, like to talk with somebody. Like I remember that I um I was out of they locked me up in a mental clinic for like a week. I just said I want to get the fuck out because I was feeling fine. What was what it was? I was feeling fine. I was feeling like I can handle the day to day life again, and I left so I can live with my grandmother at the time. Um, and instantly I felt like better, but not the 100% you need. I never gonna feel that, but yeah, I mean, then you just talk to people. It took me over years actually to get over it, but when I get over it, man, it felt so great, so powerful that I survived that one. That I can nobody can hurt me like that anymore. In my opinion, it's still difficult to think about it, but I mean, I've been through so much shit in my life. Definitely on that end, that I can handle the shit. I can handle the stress. I can handle everything. So yeah. How do I get out? Just like I said, talk to persons that you can trust, that you can know, that you know you can go to him, and he's gonna say, yeah, I know the feeling. I know what you stand for, so we can talk about it, and with no assumptions or yeah, to feel you have to feel comfortable with the person. That's obviously always. It went to a it went to a point that I just I'm talking with friends now. I can openly talk about with everybody. I don't care what anybody thinks about that situation. But it was very difficult for me to even try to bring something up. If you can understand my feelings. I mean, oh shit! I need to work in like fucking 2 hours, and I didn't. Okay, I hope I'm gonna be. Yeah, sorry. Um, yeah. So I've now good friends that I can talk about. And I'm never gonna want to run away to that. I never want to go back to that pain again. I can honestly say that I'm happier now. Of course, I'm happier now than I was back then. I mean, it would be imagine if I said that I can honestly say that it was a good it was even a good experience, to be honest with you. I know what's gonna feel like when you get hurt, but I also know that first of all, and I think I hope most of the people know that drugs are never a solution. Um, that you can always find a way out. It took me years and years, but I'm finally standing on my own 2 feet. They can probably say yes, I made it out. So guys, take this message and learn from me, learn from my mistakes. You can always do better. You can always fight for your life, and it will always be your decision to make it even worse. Like doing drugs is never the solution. Doing talk about it and try to work on it is a solution. It's only the way you can find the solution, and that's it. If you don't find if you have to look for the way to your solution. And for everybody it's different, right? But if you don't do the bad shits, then it will be better. It's only giving you more shit actually. It's not even helping you. It's even getting more shit. So guys, take this lesson from me. Hope you guys enjoyed this face to face video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.